The show where we read your topics using the hashtag Table Talk from Twitter.
Which religion is that?
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
Which
I'm Matt Lieberman. I'm William Haynes.
Your watch doesn't have real time on it.
What is it? You kind of watch is this?
It's like the inside of a ship.
But I mean, I don't know how you know.
The engine room.
But how you know what time it is?
Because I know where the positions would be. Well, this is an all-man table talk. Best thing about being a man, looking like a man. Best way to do that, shave your face and make yourself look all nice and proper. But you don't want to go to a goddamn grocery store or a CVS or something and pick up these expensive razors. Why do that when you could have high-quality razors delivered right to your door from DollarShaveClub.com for the low price of just a couple of bucks, as low as $1. It's fantastic. Not only are the razors great, but you can also get some wonderful, buttery facial lubes for during and after your shave, so you can look super awesome. So good that your face glows like the goddamn moon.
Can I get a one-wipe Charlie?
Yes, you can get one-wipe Charlies.
Will it make my hands smell like mint?
Yes, it will.
Can I get face butter for my face?
You can get face butter for your face.
Can I get an amen?
Amen!
Alrighty, let's jump
So
right
go to
in.
DollarShaveClub.com/SFNerd to get all those fine products up in your face and butthole.
Let's jump right in. Do you love me anymore? Says my wife.
Patty G at Metroid Slayer P7 writes, what's the weirdest idea you've had while showering or on the toilet?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'll tell you what, I've written some pretty weird songs while on the shower or on the toilet.
Mm-hmm. That's the time when you experiment with your voice.
In the shower, for sure.
In the shower, definitely. Yeah.
I was just
Sometimes when
reminded
you
of,
sing, it makes the poop come out a little better.
I was just reminded of the time that you and I were in your apartment alone and you were peeing with the door open and I walked in.
That's called a condo.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Excuse my ignorance of what real estate is.
One time while I was on the toilet, I came up with a song parody of that Tom Jones song, and it was...
It's not unusual?
No, it's... oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is... Yeah, it's like, I like to eat candy on the shitter. It's like, love is like candy on a shelf. You say the word and I'm yours.
But how is love
know.
like candy on the shelf? Love is a construct.
Love
is that
not
the weirdest
something that's
idea
physical.
you've had while having on a shower?
Well, I do. I shower and then I get ideas, and usually they're videos from my channel, and I notice that when I have these thoughts, they often come out very angry. I don't know what goes on.
You take angry showers.
Yes, I do.
Why
yes,
do you take
I
angry showers?
I don't know, because I get in there, I'm like, this is going to be 40 minutes out of my day.
I have all this penis and no one's using it.
No one's going to point out the fact that I'm taking a 40-minute
40-minute shower? What's going on, buddy?
No, I was going to let that lie.
There's a drought.
It's a drought in California.
What do you guys think? I have a question for you from Steve Zaragoza from Twitter. What do you guys think love looks like if it could be a physical item?
Well, it'd be a ball. Like a red ball that you can take and you can...
Why red?
Well, because love is red, as you can see from illustrations from children's
Because of all
books.
the anger and pain.
J.L.L. Tolkien once said that love is like a red ball. Endless in its form and its
Joel
shape is
Tolkien?
Shh. Endless in its form and shaped like a mass.
So yours would be a ball.
Mine would be a red ball that I can throw at the wall and it'll bounce right back.
What would yours love of a construct look like?
If love was a construct and it was a physical thing, love would be a little puppy. Be a little puppy who just loves you all the time. He's not actually alive, but the illusion of
That's
it
kinda
being
creepy.
alive is what's
Can you imagine
love.
if you had a dead dog that wasn't completely dead?
But it's not actually a dog. It never was alive. It never
but
was
still,
alive.
I'd be like, oh, come here, Chopper,
and it's like,
but
but
I'm
you
also
know
like,
it's not alive.
because you know the warmth that a dog has? That dog doesn't have it. Just like love that I've
It'd be like
experienced.
a taxidermy dog.
Or like a stuffed
Now,
animal
don't put down
dog.
taxidermy dogs, because, ooh.
Or
if
like
I
a
could-
pound
if-
puppy.
for-
Or a
just so
pound
you know,
dog.
just so
Pound
you know,
dog.
my birthday's coming up, and I would not mind a taxidermy corgi. If I knew it lived a good life, I'd put that in my living room.
I love corgis so much.
Corgis are great.
When did corgis become the hot internet dog?
I'm not going to lie, I liked them before that. Yeah, I'm a corgi hipster. I'm a corkster.
You're a corgster?
I don't think this is going to happen for you, buddy boy.
Ah!
Calm down.
The trajectory!
DJ almost carched it.
The trajectory, though. That trajectory, though.
From
If I could
Yeah,
make
what would be
love,
your
my
con-
own
Oh, yeah. You
construct
could make
would be
love?
like a good old sandwich.
Would you eat it?
No,
Would you let
just-
it get stale?
it wouldn't be an edible one.
and it wouldn't get stale ever.
No, it would just be the best sandwich.
Hi, Sophia.
Actually, no, because love
Hi,
can get
Sophia.
stale, and
Where's
it's up to
Sophia?
you to keep it fresh. Think about that.
Well, I
though.
think it's just a sandwich that looks like the best sandwich you'll ever eat, and it'll never go away, and it'll
But
never
you can't
get old.
even touch it.
And it'll never.
Well, see,
go-
that's the thing about it. When Steve is feeling loveless or love gets old, the sandwich will begin to mold. And as
Yeah.
it grows and becomes better, the sandwich becomes juicier and juicier. And at a point, it just starts dripping. And Steve's like, ooh, I really like this.
I can't decide if I want a juicy sandwich. I want the meat to be
Yeah,
juicy.
like think
you've
about it,
never
a big
had a
old
juicy
piled
sandwich.
high pastrami.
Or,
Think about them juices squeezing through.
Oh, hey, yeah. Blake asked.
My construct would probably, if I had a dream, it would look like a dog.
I look like a, what kind of
That's
dog?
what
though?
I said.
Nah.
A dachshund?
A dash
Go ahead, baby.
If Blake says, if given Blake at Vaser 4815 says, if given the ability to create any weapon that it would, if given the ability to create any weapon, what would
Hold on,
it
let me
be?
try
and
it.
what
If
would-
ain't given it,
Can you read this for me?
if given the ability to create, wow, Blake,
No, start from right here.
what the ability,
No, I'm sorry, right over here.
Blake Vaser for, I can't.
Okay,
keep
all right.
it going.
If given the
I can't.
ability to
Yeah.
create,
Couldn't
It's
keep
all right.
it going.
if given the ability to create any weapon,
Thanks, man, I
what would it
tried.
be and what would it do? I
If I could
personally-
create any
Any
weapon,
weapon,
Any weapon.
what
Like,
would
it
it
would
be
be-
and what would it
like
do?
not just a gun, because I personally don't like guns. I know like people around here like guns. I'm sorry, I don't.
Who around
I'm
here likes
so
guns?
glad that poster that says guns right there is gone, because I'm
Yeah.
like, love guns aren't love. Since when if you
Yeah.
ever had a gun and said to someone, you know, I love you, they'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah.
You ever go to a gun range? Have you ever been to a gun
No.
range?
Have you ever fired a gun?
No.
You should.
It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
It's very terrifying.
And we went through almost zero training before they just handed us a basket of guns.
Basket of guns.
Yeah. Like we were just like, this
Oh.
one, this one, this one, this one. Great. Here's your guns.
Yeah, I remember when I fired my first gun. It was like unbelievable. Like it's a feeling that you can't. It can't be replicated.
Yeah.
Firing a pistol. I don't know what kind it was. I know some of you gun people are probably like, oh, but what kind was it? It was like, I don't know. It was some kind of.
And I'm not trying to say like
Gun.
I want to take everybody's guns away or anything.
No, I don't
Yeah.
either.
But I'm saying that if all the guns were gone, I'd be happy.
I think you need to fire a gun.
Maybe.
I think
Yeah.
once in your life you need to fire a
But
gun.
what weapons would you guys make? I already have a thought.
Probably
That's
a
something
gun.
controversial. I
Yeah,
don't
a
regret
gun?
it.
I'll probably make
Just
a
a
gun.
straight up gun. Yeah, just like this like semi-automatic piece of metal that fires metal really fast.
Mine would probably fire out like the best sandwich you've ever seen.
2 sandwiches.
The best sandwich. It looks
2 for
good,
2
but
on
you eat
sandwich.
it, it'll
Can't eat
kill
it.
you.
It'll kill you.
Or
die
you can't.
from it.
Every time you try to pick it up, it goes a
just
little
goes-
farther.
It disappears.
It disappears.
See, I think mine would be, you know how like in Legend of Zelda, like when you have your full health, you swing the Master Sword and it shoots like a laser. It shoots like a energy beam out.
Yeah.
Mine would be like a sword that you swing and it fires out an energy beam that makes you sneeze and come at the same time, so that you just have
The
like
two most greatest feelings.
it's just really confusing.
know, though, man.
Your
If you
body
sneeze
almost
and
like
come-
doubles up and just like, and then like they cross.
That's the thing. If you sneeze and come at the same time,
You'll
like,
become dehydrated.
you won't enjoy the coming part.
Well, no, that's
Because
the
you'll be
point.
like, oh man,
Well, no,
that
the
cum was
first one-
ruined by the sneeze.
you're never gonna enjoy it.
You'll never enjoy it.
Folks, if you've ever sneezed and come at the same time, let us know down in the comments
yeah.
below. Did you enjoy it?
If you live in
Did
your mom's
not
dusty
enjoy
basement,
It? Did you enjoy it more?
definitely-
What would you rather do? Would you rather every time you come you sneeze so you'd never get to feel the pleasure of coming ever again?
Right,
Or would you rather have you can call up the most delicious sandwich you've ever wanted in your life. You can call it up at any time, but you
And
can't
talk
eat
to it?
You can't eat it.
That's
Does
doesn't
it
seem
talk
like
to
a-
you?
Doesn't talk to you.
No, I imagine it would talk to you, but it would just tell you all the things that it has inside of it and how good it tastes.
Yeah. It was
Oh.
so good.
Yours would be
you,
so
isn't it?
specific.
How about
would
this?
be
How about
like-
this? How about this?
Mine would be like pickles, and you'd be like, oh, pastrami pickles, or whatever it is that you like.
Pastrami?
How about
Kale
this?
pickles.
Would you rather?
What about anchovy stuffed olives?
That's what I'm saying. An
Oh,
olive is
gross.
an olive.
Oh my God.
Okay.
How about
So
this?
good.
Would you rather every time that you come, you sneeze also, or would you rather every time you're hungry, that's the most delicious sandwich in the world appears in front of you, but you can't eat it?
I think I'd probably take the cum sneeze.
Yeah.
I would just wear like one of Raina's SARS masks every time that
Why
I
does
had
she have
sex.
so many SARS masks? That's
Or every
what I wanna
time.
know.
Why
I
does she have so many
I've
SARS
seen Raina with a
masks?
SARS mask on more than I've
More-
seen her without a SARS mask on.
My gun would be a gun. It doesn't matter what it looks like, but it fires a beam, and when it hits you, it makes you not be a dick anymore.
Yeah, I love that.
Not 100%.
So if someone's a dick,
Yeah.
I would just pull out this gun and fire it at them, and then they would no longer be a dick.
But what if they're already not a dick and you fire it at them? Would it just like make their wishes come true because as a reward for being a good person?
Well, you wouldn't fire the gun at someone that's not being a dick.
But what happens if you do?
Well, I think that if you fire at someone
Sometimes
that's
there's
not being a
casualties.
dick, they end up being a dick.
Oh, that's awful.
And then you can fire it at them and they won't be a dick anymore.
Oh, okay. So then it's just double tap, pop,
Yeah.
pop, 2 in the back.
And if you fire it 3 times, they turn into the most delicious sandwich you've ever seen. Here we go. Baba Fish on Reddit says,
Cold fried chicken sandwich with fresh made coleslaw, not kale slaw, coleslaw, sriracha pickles.
kale
And
sauce
what
sounds
in the
kinda
world
good.
is a sriracha pickle?
Oh my God!
Sounds like a pickle
you
that they pickle in
I
sriracha.
knew you would have a type of
it
pickle
in
that wasn't just a
brine with
pickle.
So it's like a
sriracha. So it's
cucumber
like,
that you-
Yeah, dill and sriracha and garlic and pepper.
Deal.
My
Dill.
brother gets them at this farmer's market in DC. Sends them to me. They're
How
incredible.
about this? I always wondered why KFC doesn't make a sandwich with their biscuits. Like as the bread.
You better write that down. And
Like
send
I
an
do
email.
that. I'll sometimes I haven't been to KFC in a while, but every once in a while I buy the strips
I know.
and I'll get a basket
And I've been
of the
thinking
biscuits,
about this for years.
and I open those biscuits up and I put the chicken strip in and you eat it.
I mean, friggin' McDonald's did it.
McDonald's did it. Chick-fil-A does it.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Because they're
Why
not
wouldn't
conformists.
Popeyes do
At
it?
KFC, they are not conformists.
I don't want your little bitch ass buns.
Did you know that because certain restaurants
that well?
serve breakfast all day, you can combine the lunch and breakfast menu
Mc
items
1035.
together? Hell yeah.
I want McDonald's breakfast tomorrow, no matter what anybody says.
Oh, I'm not getting
Oh,
it. Bye-bye,
don't
fish.
do
it
I
with
won't
me
do it. I'm
anymore.
Don't
sorry,
do
buddy. I
it.
won't do it.
It's not good for you.
It's not good for you.
I'm a growing boy.
This isn't good for you either, but it's better than a Red Bull. This episode's brought to you by Jamba Juice. Baba Fish says, at what age did you first understand that life ends / people die? Did you write this? And were you told, or did you find out / naturally, tragically, eventually?
When
I
did
remember.
you first understand that life ends and people die, or were you told, or did you find out naturally / tragically / eventually? When did you find out that people were gonna die?
Well, I'll tell you, I grew up in a very Catholic home, and so
So people died all the time.
people died all the time, more than any other type of religious people's home.
die.
Yeah.
When you're Catholic, more people die in your family than anybody.
Yeah, my cousin was raised Catholic, and he died when I was 2.
Really?
I mean, he was 2.
Oh.
They baptized him, and he just fell out. Okay, let's stop this.
Maybe not a productive
So
bit.
anyway, I learned pretty early on that we die and then we go to a happy place where everyone's there again. It's the best place ever. But I remember also watching Return of the Jedi, and Yoda disappears when he dies. Spoiler alert. And I'm sorry if I ruined the Return of the Jedi for some of you kids. And I remember asking my mom what happened to Yoda, and she said that he died, and I started crying.
Really?
Yeah, because it made me real sad.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I was always terrified of people dying. I was like very scared until maybe a year or two ago when I began my existential crisis at 18, and then I realized that everyone's gonna die.
Your pre-life
someday.
crisis.
And I was like, you know what? Since everyone's gonna die, I might as well get over it now. And since then, I am not worried about it.
Yeah.
It's a part of life. Part of life is death.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess the first time it occurred to me must have been, it could have been earlier than this, but when I was 5, my only pet I ever had was a caterpillar named Bill.
Ooh, that's a real sad life. I'm sorry, brother. You can get those outside anywhere. Your parents didn't get you a good.
You right?
You're right.
But yeah, Bill, we had 2 caterpillars. It was Bill and Phil. Bill.
Ooh, that's not a good name for a caterpillar. You
Will
want to
you
give it
let
a
You could
name.
have given it. You could have pulled out a dictionary and gone elephant.
Why would I name a caterpillar elephant?
Why would you name it Bill? It's not a person.
I wanted him to be a person.
I like to name a dog like a real person's name. Like, this is Matthew Benjamin, my dog.
Yeah, you really should. Notice when I said a fake dog earlier, I said Chopper because it's a.
Yeah.
Here's the
not
thing.
a real.
My dog.
We had
Timothy
2
Rodriguez.
caterpillars. Bill died. Phil became a butterfly.
I'm so sorry.
And my mom had to explain to me when I was like, "Why isn't Bill moving? Why didn't he become a butterfly?"
Ooh, you made that sad.
Right. And she was like, "Well, he died." And I don't quite remember how I processed it. I was still like religious and like Jewish and all that stuff. But I guess like I became really afraid of people dying. No, you know what it was? When I was 2, I had 2 quadruple seizures. I had 8 seizures, and they were like 2 times. I had like 4 back to back to back to back. So like, and that was like when I was very young, and I guess I nearly died when I was 2.
Whoa.
So when I was 3. One time I got out of the tub and I went into my mom's room and she looked really scared, and I asked her why, and she said my lips were blue, and she called the paramedics, and she sat me down in the stairs in our house, and I felt like all these people crowded in. It was maybe like 4 people, but it felt like the entire neighborhood as I'm sitting there in my like bathrobe, and this paramedic's checking me to make sure I'm okay. And I remember just kind of like asking like what was happening, and the paramedic was like, well, you know, your mom was afraid that you were really sick. We want to make sure that you're okay. I'm like, why? What would have happened? And I think that guy like kind of said to me, well, you know, like if people don't get better, then sometimes they die.
Dang it, man! I'm 3.
Right. And I feel like I was always really afraid of my family members dying. There's video of this. We were in upstate New York at this place called Mohonk, and there's like a big like mountain you can climb, and I hiked up it with my mom, and then she like walked right up to the edge to get video of the view, and you can hear me in the background like screaming and like pleading with her to come back, because I'm just like we're up like 1,000,000 feet in the air, like you can't die.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous. You're gonna fall. You're gonna die. And yeah, I guess I was always really afraid.
Huh.
Yeah.
What happened when your lips were blue? What was that?
Well, we don't know. Like, it was never explained to me. I didn't even know what that was about until I was like 12, when they finally explained to me that it was because I had seizures when I was little. But I apparently I was fine. She thought it was like a precursor to me having seizures.
I've heard of that before, having like blue lips, but I don't know what it'll lead to. Cause
I thought it was just lack of oxygen or something.
Yeah.
I thought it was poor fashion sense.
Whoa!
Wait, why you guys look at me?
Because you didn't sing along with us.
I didn't know this one.
White people be like,
The first time I found out about death, I was a boy.
Yeah.
that's the end.
I had a story about a pet, but like,
Did I take it? I'm sorry.
Well, let's hear what that story
Yeah.
is.
shoot, I forgot.
No, you didn't.
Oh, come on, you didn't forget.
There's no way
it
you
scarred
forgot.
you for
It
life.
wasn't a real story like yours. Mine didn't turn into a deep story. I was gonna say I had a fish named Michelangelo.
Why would you name it Michelangelo?
My bad.
Yeah.
And he died after living a long time. Oh. It was a long time he lived. And then apparently I was very sad and I flushed him down the toilet. And I walked out of the room and my parents said that he came back up the toilet. And I said, thank you for not telling me that when I was little, because I would have thought he was back alive again when I had to find out my fish was dead twice in the same day. So he was a dead fish.
Oh, sorry, pal.
What
Yeah.
if when we die, like, nothing happens?
That's cool.
That's probably what's gonna
That's
happen.
probably what's going to happen.
I'm fine with that.
Like,
You're okay with it?
scientifically, like, if we're thinking about science,
Yeah.
scientifically, we die and it's just done. You just don't exist.
Well,
Where do plants go when
I
they
mean,
die?
do we really want to do this? Because I want to get into
Why not?
this.
Talk
I
about
don't
it.
think
Okay.
we need to.
Next time on Table Talk.
What do you mean, Matt? What do you mean?
I just think that the world is energy.
Oh!
There's a study that says your memories don't exist inside your brain, and we're pulling them from some kind of existential cloud.
That man sounds like a crazy man. Well, I say I'm gonna hog in the toy, and I don't know where it's going anymore, and I need to get somewhere if it's worth it, and I just wanna go ahead and twerk it.
So I went to the fridge, and I got me some bread. Then I got me some meat. Then I got mayo instead. Then I sputtered that bread. Then I put it all together. Then I looked at it and said, "This is the best sandwich ever. This 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 is the best sandwich ever." All right, guys, thanks for watching Table Talk. Use the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter if you'd like to submit some topics to the bowl. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Matt Lieberman.
Shoot.
He's Cat Williams, and if you want to find great razors, you can go to dollarshaveclub.com/sfnerd to find out all about our friends at Dollar Shave Club.
Cheers and give me.
Studio Ghibli. Cheers in Studio Ghibli.